Dear students, today we are going to discuss second order derivatives. Okay, so first let us take up an example. Later we shall define second order derivative of a function. Okay, first let us take a function like this: y is equal to x power 5. Clearly this is a differentiable function, so I can differentiate this function with respect to x. Then we get dy by dx as 5 into x power 4, right? This is called first order derivative. This is called first order derivative of y with respect to x. But further, find x power 4 is, it's a differentiable function, so I can differentiate both sides with respect to x, right? So differentiating both sides with respect to x, then I get the left side d by dx of dy by dx is equal to 5 into d by dx of x power 4 is 4 into x cube, or you can also write this as 20 x cube. And this is called second order derivative of y with respect to x. Okay, this is called second order derivative of the function y with respect to x. So in general, if y is a function of x, then dy by dx, or it is nothing but dash of x, is called the first order derivative. Is called the first order derivative of y with respect to x, correct? And further, if this is a differentiable function, further we can differentiate both sides with respect to x, then we get d by dx of dy by dx, d by dx of dy by dx, and this is called the second order derivative of y with respect to x. And the second order derivative of y with respect to x can also be denoted like this: d2y by dx2, or y double dash r y2, or f double dash of x, or d square y. Okay, so these are different notations of second order derivative of function y with respect to x. Now we are going to discuss problems. Find the second order derivative. Find the second order derivatives of the following functions. Find the second order derivatives of the following functions. In that first one, x square plus 3x plus 2. I will take this function as y. Let y be equal to the given function x square plus 3x plus 2. Of course, you can also take this function as f of x. Next, in order to find the second order derivative of the function, first we have to find the first order derivative, right? So differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then we get dy by dx is equal to dy by dx of x square is 2x plus dy by dx of 3x is 3 plus dy by dx of constant 2 is 0. I got the first order derivative of the given function y with respect to x, right? Next, to find the second order derivative I have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then I get the second order derivative. I will write it as d2y by dx2 is equal to d by dx of 2x is 2 into 1, that is 2. And derivative of constant 3 is 0. Therefore, the second order derivative of the given function is 2. Right? Next. Problem number 2. Problem number 2. The given function is x bar 6. The given function is x bar 6. We have to find the second order derivative of this function. First, let us take the function as y. Okay. Then dy by dx, then dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x bar 6 is 6 into x bar 5. Correct? 6 into x bar 5 is the first order derivative of the given function. Next, to find the second order derivative, we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then left hand side becomes d2y by dx2. Okay, or if you have taken this function as f of x, here you could have written this as f double dash of x. Okay, so this is equal to 6 into d by dx of x bar 5 is 5 into x bar 4, or in other words, this is equal to 30 into x bar 4. Right? So the second order derivative of the given function x bar 6 is 30 into x bar 4. Next one, problem number 3. The given function is x into cos x. The given function is x into cos x. So the given function is product of two functions. We had to use product rule to find its derivative, right? So first, let us take the function as y. Let y be equal to x into cos x. Then dy by dx is equal to, now we shall use the product rule. First function x into d by dx of second. D by dx of cos x is minus sin x. Write that within brackets, okay? First function x into derivative of second minus sin x plus second function cos x into derivative of first, d by dx of first is 1. Right? So this is the first order derivative of the given function. Next, we shall find second order derivative of the given function. So d2y by dx2 equal to, here this is a product two functions, so we have to use product rule. First function x into derivative of second, derivative of minus sin x is minus cos x, right, plus second function minus sin x into derivative of first is 1 plus derivative of cos x minus sin x. So we get second order derivative of the given function as minus x cos x minus sin x minus 2 sin x, right? So this is the second order derivative of the given function. Next, problem number 4. Problem number 4. The function is log x. Log x means log x to the base e. Okay. So let us take the function as y first. Let y be equal to log x. Then, in order to find the first order derivative, we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then we get dy by dx as 1 by x, right? We get dy by dx as 1 by x. Next, in order to find the second order derivative, we have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. So left hand side becomes d2y by dx2, which is equal to derivative of 1 by x. Either here you can use quotient rule or you can use chain rule. I am going to use chain rule directly, or okay, sorry, directly you can use this formula, this one. Which one is that? D by dx of 1 by x bar n is minus n by x bar n plus 1. I am going to use this. So then I get, here n is 1, so minus 1 by x square, correct? Either you can use quotient rule or you can use this formula directly. So second order derivative of log x is minus 1 by x square. Next one, fifth one, the given function is tan inverse x. Tan inverse x, we shall take the function as y. Let y be equal to tan inverse x. Let y be equal to tan inverse x. Then dy by dx is, we know the derivative of tan inverse x, it is 1 by 1 plus x square. It is 1 by 1 plus x square. Now, to find the second order derivative, I am going to use the chain rule. I am not going to use the quotient rule. Of course, if you want, you can use quotient rule, but I am going to use chain rule. Then d2y by dx2 is equal to, I'll treat this as 1 by u. What is the derivative of 1 by u? Just now we have seen derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So derivative of 1 by u is minus 1 by, derivative of 1 by u is minus 1 by u square, right? Correct? But u is not, u is a function, it is not a variable, it's a function. So we have to differentiate 1 plus x square. If we differentiate 1 plus x square, what do we get? 0 plus 2x. Or you can write this as minus 2x divided by 1 plus x square whole square. Correct? Minus 2x by 1 plus x square whole square. Next, problem number 6. Problem number 6. The function is e power x into sine 5x. E power x into sine 5x. We have to find the second order derivative. Let us take the function as y first. Let y be equal to e power x into sine 5x. Okay. So then dy by dx is equal to the given function product of two functions, so we had to use product rule to find the derivative. First function e power x into derivative of second, derivative of sine 5x is cos 5x into 5, right? Or 5 into cos 5x plus second function sine 5x into derivative of first, derivative e power x is e power x itself, right? Right? So first we shall simplify this one before finding second order derivative. So dy by dx is equal to, see, I can take e power x common, e power x into 5 cos 5x plus sin 5x, correct? Now we shall find the second order derivative. So for that I have to differentiate both sides with respect to x. Left hand side d2y by dx2. Use product rule in the right side. Use product rule in the right side. First function e power x into derivative of second 5 into derivative of cos 5x is what? Minus sin 5x into 5, correct? Plus derivative of sin 5x is cos 5x into derivative of 5x is 5 plus second function 5 into cos 5x plus sin 5x into derivative of the first, derivative of e power x is e power x itself, right? Now we have to simplify this. So I will take e power x as common, then I will get see 5 into 5 25 minus 25 sine 5x, correct, plus 5 cos 5x plus 5 cos 5x is 10 cos 5x plus sine 5x, or the second order derivative is equal to e power x into 10 cos 5x minus 25 plus 1 minus 24 sine 5x, correct? So the second order derivative of the given function is e power x into 10 cos 5x minus 24 sine 5x. If you want, you can take 2 outside the bracket. Okay, I'm not going to do it. You can take 2 outside the bracket. So that's a second order derivative of the given function, right? Next, problem number 7. Problem number 7. The given function is log of log x. The given function is log of log x. So log of log x is composition of 2 functions, right? So we have to use chain rule to find its derivative. So let us take the function as y first. Let y be equal to log of log x. Then dy by dx is equal to, use chain rule, derivative of log u. I assume this as u. Derivative of log u with respect to u is 1 by u, right? 1 by u. U means log x into d by dx of log x, 1 by x, right? So dy by dx, first order derivative of the given function is 1 by log x into x, or you can also write it as 1 by x log x. Okay, better we shall write it as 1 by x log x. Now we shall find the second order derivative. So d2y by dx2. I assume this as u. What is the derivative of 1 by u? Derivative of 1 by u is minus 1 by u square, right? But what is u? U is x into log x. So using chain rule, derivative of 1 by u is minus 1 by u square into d by dx of x log x into d by dx of x log x, right? Into d by dx of x log x. So which is equal to minus 1 by x log x whole square into use product rule here. First function x into derivative of second, derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus second function log x into derivative first is 1. So here you can cancel x and x. Finally we get the second order derivative as negative of 1 plus log x divided by x log x whole square, correct? Negative of 1 plus log x by x log x whole square. Next, now we shall move on to the problem number 8. Problem number 8. Problem number 8. Where the function is sine of log x. Sine of log x. Let us take the function as y first. Let y be equal to sine of log x. Sine of log x is composition of 2 functions. One is sine function, other one is log function. So we have to use chain rule. Then dy by dx is equal to derivative of sine u. Assume this as u. Derivative of sine u with respect to u is cos u, right? So cos u, but what is u? Log x into d by dx of this function, d by dx of log x is 1 by x, correct? Now we shall find the second order derivative. So d2y by dx2 is equal to, I'm going to use quotient rule now. In the denominator, we have to write square of the function in the denominator, right? In the denominator, we have x, so its square is x square. In the numerator, denominator into d by dx of function in the numerator. So that is minus sine of log x into derivative log x is 1 by x, correct? Minus function in the numerator cos of log x into derivative of the function in denominator, derivative of x is 1, right? Now, can I cancel out x and x? Yes, of course. So finally we get the second order derivative of the given function as minus sine of log x minus cos of log x whole thing divided by x square. Okay, whole thing divided by x square. Next, I'm going to give you some homework problems. Try to work out. Problem number 9, homework problem. The given function is x square 20. Problem number 10, the given function is x cube into log x. Okay, 11th one, the given function is e power 6x into cos 3x. 12th, the given function is x cube plus tan x. Okay, so try to solve these 4 problems. You have to find second order derivative of these functions with respect to x. Okay, next. Now we shall move on to the next problem. That is the 13th one. 13th one. The given function is, here it is given that if y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, then prove that d2y by dx2 plus y is equal to 0. Okay, a function is given, we have to show that second order derivative function plus the function itself is equal to 0, right? So first write the given function y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. First we shall find dy by dx. Then dy by dx is equal to, differentiate both sides with respect to x, dy by dx is equal to minus 5 sin x minus 3 into derivative of sin x is cos x, correct? Since we had to find second order derivative, we had to differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then left hand side becomes d2y by dx2 is equal to minus 5 into dy by dx of sin x is cos x minus 3 into dy by dx of cos x is minus sin x. So it becomes minus or minus plus 3 sin x, correct? Now we have to show that the given function satisfies this equation, right? So now we shall just add equations 1 and 2. Adding equations 1 and 2, what do we get? Adding equations 1 and 2. Left hand side, d2y by dx2 plus y is equal to, see here, I can cancel plus 5 cos x minus 5 cos x, and I can cancel plus 3 sin x minus 3 sin x. So right hand side becomes 0. That's it. So whenever y is 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, then it satisfies the equation d2y by dx2 plus y is equal to 0. Okay. Next, we shall move on to some very important problems. You will have one definite 5-mark problem on second order derivatives. Okay. So from here onwards, I'm going to discuss at least 6 to 8 problems. Those 6 to 8 problems are very important from the point of your examination. So problem number 14. 14th one. If y is equal to 3 into cos of log x plus 4 into sin of log x, show that x square into y2 is nothing but second order derivative of the function y with respect to x, okay, plus x into y1 is nothing but dy by dx, or first order derivative of y with respect to x, plus y is equal to 0. I think this problem has appeared more than 5 times in the final examination. So very important problem. First we shall write the given function. So first we shall write the given function y is equal to 3 into cos of log x plus 4 into sin of log x. This is a given function. Next, we shall differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then left hand side dy by dx, I'll just write it as y1. Okay. Differentiating both sides with respect to x, left hand side becomes dy by dx. You can just write it as y1. Right hand side 3 into cos of log x is composition of two functions, so you have to use chain rule. So cos of log x is minus sin of log x into d by dx of log x is 1 by x, correct, plus 4 into d by dx of sin of log x. Again, this is composite two functions, we had to use chain rule, so it becomes cos of log x into 1 by x, right? Now we shall eliminate x from the denominator. Okay, so multiplying both sides by x, multiplying both sides by x, we get x into y1 is equal to minus 3 sin of log x plus 4 into cos of log x. Now we shall differentiate both sides with respect to x. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. Here also differentiating both sides with respect to x. Then left hand side, see, left hand side is product of two functions, so we had to use product rule. First function x into derivative of second. Derivative of first order derivative is nothing but second order derivative, right? D by dx of dy by dx is nothing but second order derivative, so it is y2, correct, plus second function y1 into derivative of first d by dx of x is 1 is equal to, in the right side minus 3 into cos of log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x, right? Next, it's given as plus 4 into derivative of cos of log x minus sin of log x into derivative of log x is 1 by x. Okay, now we shall multiplying both sides by x, multiplying both sides by x, we get x into x square y2 plus x into y1 is equal to minus 3 cos of log x minus 4 sin of log x, correct? And we shall take this as equation 1. We shall use that now. So using equation 1, I can write the right hand side of this equation as minus y, correct? See, y is 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of log x. So right hand side can be written as minus y using equation 1. Last step, you shift minus y to left side. We get the required equation, right? So x square into y2 plus x into y1 plus y is equal to 0. We have shown that x square y2 plus x into y1 plus y is equal to 0. So this problem carries 5 marks, very important one. This has appeared, I think, more than 5 times, 5 to 6 times. Okay. So one thing what you have to remember here is that don't use quotient rule here. Of course, you'll get the answer, but it is tedious one. So better remove x from the denominator. So for that, I have multiplied both sides by x. Here also, to remove x, multiply both sides by x. Okay. Next, problem number 15. Problem number 15. If y is equal to tan inverse x whole square, show that x square plus 1 whole square into y2 is nothing but second order derivative of y with respect to x, d2y by dx2, okay, plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 means dy by dx is equal to 2. This problem has also appeared more than 6 times in the final examination. So it's a very simple one. Okay, this problem carries 5 marks. Okay, now we shall solve this problem. First, write the given function y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. Okay, next we shall differentiate both sides with respect to x, differentiating both sides with respect to x. Okay, left hand side dy by dx, or you can simply write y1. Right hand side, say right hand side is the composition of two functions. One is inverse tan function, other one is x square function, right? So we had to use chain rule. If you use chain rule, derivative of, you just treat this bracket as u. What is the derivative u square with respect to u? 2 into u, right? But what is u? Tan inverse x into d by dx of this function, d by dx of u, d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay. Now don't find y2 straight away. Okay. You shift 1 plus x square to numerator of left hand side. Okay. So this implies 1 plus x square into y1 is equal to 2 into tan inverse x. So 1 plus x square into y1 is equal to 2 into tan inverse x. Better shift 1 plus x square to numerator of left hand side. Okay, otherwise you have to use a quotient rule. It is a tedious process. So to avoid that, better shift 1 plus x square to numerator of left hand side. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. Then we get, see, left hand side is product of two functions, so we had to use product rule. First function 1 plus x square into derivative of second function. What is the second function here? dy by dx. Derivative of dy by dx is second order derivative, right? So that is y2 plus second function y1 into derivative of first. If you differentiate 1 plus x square with respect to x, you will get 0 plus 2x, or simply you can write 2x is equal to right hand side 2 into d by dx of tan inverse x 1 by 1 plus x square. Just do one more step, multiply both sides by 1 plus x square, multiplying both sides by 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square, multiplying both is 1 plus x square, then we get 1 plus x square whole square into y2 plus, I can write y1 2x into 1 plus x square as 2x into 1 plus x square into y1 is equal to 2. Correct? These two one and the same. 1 plus x square whole square is same as x square plus 1 whole square. Both are one and the same. So we have shown that if y is tan inverse x whole square, then it satisfies this equation. Okay. Next, problem number 16. Problem number 16. If y is equal to 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x, then show that d2y by dx2, show that second order derivative is equal to 49 times y, 49y. Then show that d2y by dx2 is 49 times y. Okay, so first write the given function. Y is equal to 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. Straight away differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then we get left hand side y1, or you can write dy by dx is equal to 500 into d by dx of e power 7x is e power 7x into 7, correct? D by dx of 7x plus 600 into d by dx of e power minus 7x is e power minus 7x into derivative of minus 7x is minus 7. Okay. You keep this as it is, or if you want, you can take 7 common on the right side. Okay. Next, again differentiate both sides. Differentiating both sides with respect to x, we get second order derivative in the left side, d2y by dx2 is equal to 500 into derivative of e power 7x is e power 7x into 7. We have already 7 here. 7 into 7, 49, correct? Plus 600 into derivative of e power minus 7x is e power minus 7x into minus 7. Minus 7 into minus 7 minus 49. Sorry, minus 7 to minus 7 plus 49. Correct? So I can take 49 common now. So 49 into 500 into e power 7x plus 600 into e power minus 7x. And take this as equation 1. Using equation 1, we can write the right hand side as 49y. So we have shown that second order derivative of the function y is equal to 49 times y. Understood? Next. We shall just solve the next one. Problem number 17. It is given that if y is equal to sine inverse x, then show that 1 minus x square into d2y by dx2 minus x into dy by dx is equal to 0. Okay. So first write the given function y is equal to sine inverse x. Straight away we shall differentiate both sides with respect to x. Differentiating both sides with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to 1 by derivative of sine inverse x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Okay. Now instead of using quotient rule to find the second derivative, we shall shift this to left side. Okay. So this implies root of 1 minus x square into dy by dx is equal to 1. Right? Now we shall differentiate both sides with respect to x. Then we had to use product rule in the left side. First function root of 1 minus x square into derivative of second d by dx of dy by dx is d2 second order derivative, right? d2y by dx2 plus second function dy by dx into derivative of first derivative of root of 1 minus x square. You have to use chain rule 1 by 2 into root of 1 minus x square into d by dx of 1 minus x square, that is minus 2x is equal to, in the right side we have 1, so its derivative is 0. So to get this equation, here just observe, here you can cancel 2 and 2. To get this equation I have to multiply both sides by root of 1 minus x square, right? Then I'll get root of 1 minus x square, root of 1 minus x square is 1 minus x square into second order derivative d2y by dx square, d2y by dx2, here plus into minus minus x into dy by dx is equal to 0. Okay. Understood? Next, I'm going to give you some homework problems. You try to work out. Next, homework problems. 18th one. If y is equal to 3 into e power 2x plus 2 into e power 3x, then prove that d2y by dx2 minus 5 into dy by dx plus 6y is equal to 0. Okay. 19th one. If y is equal to a into e power mx plus b into e power nx, y is a into e power mx plus b into e power nx, then show that d2y by dx2 minus of m plus n into dy by dx plus m into n into y is equal to 0. Okay. Next, just 2 more problems, I think. 20th. If y is equal to cos inverse x, find d2y by dx2 in terms of y alone. The second order derivative of y with respect to x must be in terms of y alone. Okay, there shouldn't be x. Next, 21. If e power y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, then show that d2y by dx2 is equal to dy by dx whole square. d2y by dx2 is dy by dx whole square. So try to solve all these problems. All these problems are very important from the point of your examination. Okay, so that's all for today. We shall continue in the next class. Thank you.